Listen, you need to proportion your chips. So excited. So if I'm talking fast, I apologize. I really gotta work on that. I need to go to like a boot camp where they teach me how to speak slowly and enunciate my words a lot clearer. I feel like we're getting really dark right now, so can y'all see me? Hey y'all, do I want to hold the mic today or do I want to put it down? Lazy? Nah, we disciplined. I'm gonna hold it. Hola and hello, welcome back to Time with Tally, or welcome to Time with Tally if you've never been here before. My name is Tally, God bless you, I hope that you're doing well. We're gonna get right into it actually, because why do I have to waste time, right? Drink your water. We're gonna get right into this video, y'all. Okay, this is the 1 month update, okay, for my version of the 75 hard. I'm definitely more so using this challenge for a fitness goal, but of course the discipline that comes with this challenge and how I've modified it to actually fit my life has definitely caused not only physical changes, but of course it has helped me with discipline overall, mental strength, endurance, perseverance. Overall, I have learned so much so far, and we are almost halfway. Oh! For today's video, we are going to be discussing week 3 and 4 mostly, but it will technically be the 1 month update. Let's get right into it. But before that, we're gonna read, of course, a Bible verse, because you guys know I make everything Christ-centered up in this channel. This is a faith-based channel. That is the basis, that is the foundation. And actually, that's gonna be our verse for today. Let's see. Okay, and this will be some advice, a word of the Lord that you should be taking with you. I don't care who you are. Take it with you. And it says in Matthew 7, verses 24 to 27, in the New Living Translation, it says, anyone who listens to my teaching, this is Jesus speaking, okay, and follows it, okay? There's a difference. You can listen, say you believe in God, but if you don't live a life that follows it, ooh, don't get me going. I'm finna preach. Okay, glory. So whoever follows it is wise, like a person who builds a house on solid rock. Though the rain comes in torrents and floodwaters rise and the winds beat against that house, it won't collapse because it is built on bedrock. But anyone who hears my teaching, hears my teaching and doesn't obey it is foolish, like a person who builds a house on sand. When the rains and floods come and the winds beat against that house, it will collapse with a mighty crash. You will never be fully satisfied and you will never know your full potential and purpose on this earth if you do not know Jesus. Point blank, period. I don't care what nobody gotta say. Find it within yourself, all this other bull crap. No. Trust me, I tried everything. I believed in the universe. I believed in vibes. I believed in tarot cards and like all this other crap. You need to build the firm foundation of your life, of your being, of your teachings, of what you are, your essence should be Jesus Christ. Okay? That's who you should be following, not all these other people online. All right? We're gonna get right into this video and I'm just gonna talk about a couple of things that have been happening week 3 and 4, y'all. I look tan. I look like I popped out of Jersey. Gym tan laundry. TBH, that's actually what I did this week. So, period. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good, y'all. Well, I remember hearing somebody the other day say, they can't handle too much positivity. They don't like to be around me. It's too much positivity. I said, that's the demons. No, just kidding. But I am high energy today. I'm feeling good. I'm so many updates, y'all. I'm just going to be inputting a bunch of the videos that I have taken over the last 2 weeks. And you're gonna kind of get in a little feel of how my 2 weeks have gone. Guys, I am freaking out because literally these pants, I was bulging out of them before. Bulging. Now look, I got some space. Ooh, yeah. The biggest thing I guess we can say is that now I'm seeing the difference, okay? My tummy is getting a little bit flatter. And also I'm seeing a difference in my clothing. Now my clothing is actually not fitting me at all like how it used to. And I'm actually like seeing things actually be big on me, which is really, really cool because that whole, I'm getting this new level of confidence. Now I'm feeling so much better because of it. So the thing is with week 3 and week 4, I will say it was a great 50-50. One week and the other week, whatever, I would say both weeks kind of looked similar in the aspect of how I felt, right? So the beginning of one week was super high. I was super happy. I was like super energetic, all this other stuff. And then the end was just like, I'm crashing. Like I'm going downhill. My energy is down. I'm tired. I don't want to do none of this no more. Put me to sleep. Someone sedate me.
I can't, Sean. I can't. Somebody sedate me.
So I had a really bad half and then like a really good half feelings wise, right? But of course, I kept going. I will also say that I think it was in the middle of like week 3 or beginning of week 3. I actually also had a back injury. Very small one, thank God. But I went to do some deadlifts, and long story short, because I was in a rush, okay, I did not stretch properly. I did not warm up, and I felt like a little click in my back. And then I got immediate pain that shot down my lower back on the left side. So now my workouts had to switch up. And I had to kind of switch a couple of days around and whatever it may be. I've injured my back twice before in the gym. That's like in 9 years of going to the gym. So that's not a very common occurrence. I think I was just exhausted that day. I was trying to rush my workout. I didn't stretch. I didn't warm up enough. So make sure you stretch. Make sure you do your warm-ups and do what you got to do to prevent injury, because one injury will take you out for months if it's actually that severe, right?
Good morning, y'all. So we are on Day 3. What the hell? Oh, hell no. I did not just regress the way that I just did. Hold on, wait. Day 3? Day 3 of what? Driving myself crazy and not sleeping? Maybe. Yeah, it's literally 5:05 in the morning. I've been up since like about 4:30. I showered already. I have to hit an early gym session today because I'm going to meet some people from church. We're gonna go ride our bikes at the beach together. I'm very, very close to finishing. Tomorrow is the last day of week 3. I'm having my electrolytes, but I also wanted to show you I am a creatine gal, okay? These are the creatine bites. These are gummies that I am using right now. You have to have obviously 5 of the gummies to get the intake. A lot of people probably don't like it because you have to have lots of gummies. And a lot of people probably don't want to do that. They're just like, oh, just mix it in the powder or whatever. I'm going to do that. But to be honest, I hate the powder. I really do. Mixing it and stuff is annoying. These, you can definitely feel the creatine in them. It's kind of like when you hit the bottom of the jar with the creatine powder. That's kind of like a little bit of that effect. But to be honest, and you don't chew it too much, like that really doesn't happen. So, but I got these to try. I'm really excited. So these I got at my local GNC. I'll probably try them on camera. Blue raspberry and sour apple. Definitely 2 flavors I probably would like better anyways. These are 33 calories per serving, and you only have to have 3 gummies. Mine are, right now, 5 gummies for 55 calories.
I got these electrolytes because basically I was on the Stairmaster today, and this is usually like the sign for me, which I probably shouldn't wait to this point, but I tend to forget about these unless this happens. And I started on the Stairmaster, and I don't know where my quads started to cramp up, and I started to feel some chest palpitations. I've been actually increasing my cardio, right? And that can actually cause you to deplete your electrolytes. And your electrolytes, like your sodium, your potassium, can actually affect your heart and muscle cramping and things like that. So, therefore, if you are doing lots of cardio, make sure that you're taking your electrolytes in, okay? And you're hydrating. I am clearly exhausted. I'm really, really tired. Not really just because of the challenge. I just have other things going on in my life right now that are just, it's really heavy. So I look tired, I feel like. I also didn't put on makeup today. I just let it be. I was like, not today. Just not today.
Stairmaster. Don't use your hands. It's a cheat. Just kidding. But sometimes you do tend to lever your weight on your hands and hold on to the machine. Just lower the level if you're gonna do that. Much better to have no hands. Just be careful that you don't fall. This angle just gave me a crazy double chin though too. I'll blame the angle though. I don't have a double chin, what are you talking about?
Overall, I would say the progress is showing. the results are there, okay? That first 2 weeks where I lost the 7 something, whatever pounds it was, that was all water weight, y'all. That wasn't really just fat, okay? The majority of that was water weight, that was bloating. And the cool thing about all this is that now that I don't feel as bloated, right? I feel like I can wear my clothes a little bit more confidently as well. Like I don't feel like I have to always wear fully baggy clothes on the top half and the bottom half. Being a little bit more of a modest girl, of course, being a Christian woman, it's a little bit difficult to, especially when you're a thick ma. Okay, when you're a thick ma, it's very, listen, I can make a video on it too, but it's a little bit hard because listen, I got nalgas and I also got the top part. I'm not gonna say that word in Spanish because you know what I'm saying? Anyways, long story short, I got an upper half, I got a bottom half, and both of them are thick. They're filled out, okay? And so dressing has definitely been difficult. So I always resorted to baggy clothes on top and on bottom, okay? I always still felt like I was like sardines in a can, tight in my clothing no matter what. But that had nothing really to do with the fact that I have a certain body shape. It had to do with the fact that I wasn't taking care of the shape that I had, okay? I didn't take care of my body. And that's why I was so bloated and I felt terrible in my clothes, even when they were baggy. This is something more internal. It's not just external. Weeks 3 and 4, I walked a little bit, but I actually ran more than I walked, and that made me feel amazing. Woo.
All right, y'all, so we are now, what's today? Are we on week 4? I actually don't even know where we are, TBH, so, but, we're in the middle of week 3, I think it is, so, long story short, we're getting these miles in, tired as heck, in the sun, do it anyways.
And at this point, to be honest, I wasn't even counting days. I don't even know how many days I have left. I'm not counting days. I'm just kind of like trying to make this like my everyday thing without trying to count down. Even though the days that I get those cravings, I'm thinking, damn, August 2nd can't get here like fast enough. This is a whole other level of discipline. This discipline that I'm learning from this challenge, I want to use it in every aspect of my life. My relationship with God, with my finances, with my finances. With my finances. If only y'all knew. Woo. Ooh, Lord. Anyways, but I want it to also lead into the area of emotional discipline as well. Everything, discipline overall, everything. Can I just add one more too? Is facial discipline a thing? Because I need a little bit of that. You see what I'm saying? I'm like a little bit expressive and I need to relax. The Lord is working on my face, okay? But I didn't account for life to get busy. I didn't account for memories and events to actually pop up. I didn't account for the days where I would feel so down. And I will say that that definitely took a toll because it not only obviously affected my emotions, but it also affected how I showed up for the challenge, right? And so I think that's why I had such a roller coaster of these last 2 weeks, was because of I was trying to remain consistent in the emotional area. But I think something that we forget a lot as humans is that if we actually don't have ups and downs as humans at times, I'm not saying all the time, right? Don't be unstable. Shoot for stability, shoot for consistency and being constant in your life. But the day that I say I have to be good at all times, I have to be on high at all times, like, no, that would make me not human. And the only sovereign Lord here, the only superior divine being is the Lord God. I think it also has been exposing to me my humanity, which I feel like when you're someone that's super independent, you're one of those girls that's like, okay, like I'm a hard worker, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, like whatever. You don't allow yourself room or space to actually feel. You don't allow yourself the opportunity to actually be human every so often. And then you put yourself on autopilot and you don't allow yourself to be present. And that also is a problem because now when I'm attempting, right, and I'm like burnt out on certain days and I'm attempting to be present with my family, with my friends and the things that actually truly matter. And with the Lord too, like in my time with the Lord, when I say the last 2 weeks have been so difficult and I spent very little time with the Lord, I said, dang, being present, it takes effort. And it reminds me of that word where it talks about make every effort. I'll put that Bible verse in here somewhere if I can. And it talks about making every effort, right? To live like Jesus. That's not something that you do passively, right? There's lots of things in our lives we shouldn't just be doing passively. We should be doing things with intentionality and presence, being alert and sober minded. Hello, like that verse as well. I'm going to put that one up here, okay? Because I also didn't account that the enemy would come and attack me. The devil definitely came at me these last 2 weeks. And I didn't account for that to happen. And I was taken off guard. And I wasn't alert and sober-minded. And it actually took me about a week to actually realize I was in a spiritual battle as well. Look at that. This challenge came into my life originally as a blessing, truly. And I allowed it to be the distraction. Ugh, Lord. Things are good now. We're good. Your purpose does not change because of your circumstance. Just because you're going through something, it doesn't mean that your purpose is going to fit in that little box of whatever it is that you're going through. Your purpose is non-changing. And good thing that God already took into account how stupid we would be sometimes, okay? How tired we would be sometimes, and the fact that we would be human. Thank God that when he wrote our purpose and he spoke it first, he already took into account all the things that we would do leading up to it. These past 2 weeks has been the confirmation that fitness is not always linear, okay? As long as you keep going, you keep moving, you keep progressing, your body will catch up with you. And that's just in the fitness aspect. But it's also shown me that I can't be 100 all the time, because I tend to have this issue where I actually put all the weight on me and I don't give it to God. Because Jesus says, come to me all who are wearied and burdened, and I will give you rest. His yoke is light, okay? His yoke and his burden are light. When you try to always control things yourself, in reality, you're trying to put yourself in this place. Because I try to jump the process, okay? I try to skip steps in the process. Don't skip steps in the process. Just keep moving, even if you're just getting 1% better every single day in whatever aspect of your life that it is. Amen. And always remember that, especially during this series of my version of the modified, 75 hard, this is my version. People got really pissed at me because I didn't do the exact 75 hard because I don't take pictures every single day, but I do everything else. Yeah, I don't pay my bills and you didn't die on a cross for me. So therefore, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. It's okay. Love you. Pray for you. May the Lord bless you. God bless you on your way. But don't let the door hit you on the way out. You might get a bruise or something, My main goal with this challenge, and I think it should be everybody's goal, is not finishing, because my main goal was never just to finish. My main goal was to progress and to become perfect at progression. Big on that. I got on the scale and our weigh-in for the month update is, I'm at 183.6 pounds. Every tick mark there is 0.33 pounds. I had to Google that. I didn't know that. 183.6 pounds. So let's see here. Let's do the math from the beginning, okay? So at first I was 195.6. That's 12 pounds. That's so exciting. That's 12 pounds, y'all. We went over 10 pounds already in a month. That's awesome. I think that's so cool. That's so cool. 10 pounds in a month. Let's get it. And we're gonna keep going. If y'all like this video, if you guys liked what you saw and you enjoyed being here, then obviously you gotta join us. Come back, watch another video, become a part of the crew, okay? Vamos pa más. Which is basically means like we're going for more in Spanish. Keep your eyes peeled, because the closer that we get to the end, the harder I'm gonna go. Thank you all for spending time with me, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye.